Fatality.
That's cap! Totally cap! That means lie!
Hello, the people. And when you think of a main eventer, two wrestlers that strike your mind should be Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Now, these two are tough to compare. When you think of these two, it won't be an immediate favorite. Or when you think of Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin, of course, Roman Reigns is much better. I'm gonna be comparing these two on 5 different attributes, you could say, that you do require in the WWE. In-ring, matches, mic quality, moveset, and of course your character. Let's start off with the character. And Seth Rollins, he's had many characters, you could say. He started out as the guy in the Shield, the Hound of Justice. After that, he went on to be Triple H's golden boy. He also had golden hair. And after that, he went on to be the Architect. Then the good guy Seth freaking Rollins. Then the Monday Night Messiah, the Visionary, the bad guy Seth freaking Rollins. And so he's had many characters. He's kept developing, he's kept changing, he's kept himself fresh, enjoyable, and I think Seth Rollins has had many good characters. Let's move on to AJ Styles. And he's just been the phenomenal one. He debuted in 2016. Ever since, phenomenal one, bad guy, good guy.
Are you a bad guy or a good guy?
Phenomenal. That's been AJ Styles' character. So I think undoubtedly Seth Rollins wins. I'm going to have to give it to Seth. He's definitely had many better characters. He's developed over the years. And I think Seth Rollins definitely wins it on this one. After that, we move on to probably the most boring category. That's the moveset. And Seth Rollins, his moves are the Stomp, the Pedigree, Suicide Dive, Super Kick, Buckle Bomb, Corkscrew Jump Thing, Frog Splash, Ripcord Knee. So he has many moves in fact, but none appeal to me, none stand out. The Stomp is a cool move. Then the Pedigree was nabbed off Triple H. The Super Kick nabbed off Shawn Michaels. And the other moves are just common moves that other wrestlers use once in a while. So Seth Rollins, none of his moves stand out. They're just normal moves, I guess. AJ Styles, on the other hand, he has moves like, well, the phenomenal forearm jump rope flip thingy. It'll be on the screen. The phenomenal forearm itself, the Styles Clash, as well as the Calf Crusher. I think all good moves. I like all moves. I'm not a fan of the Styles Clash. I like the phenomenal forearm much more. But I like AJ Styles' moveset. I think it's cool. It appeals. And you really want him to hit that finisher because it's satisfying, I guess. So I'm going to have to give this one to AJ Styles. After that, we move on to mic skills. And I cannot choose between the two. I think they're really good on the mic. Whenever they speak, it has an impact on the crowd. And these two just have good promo skills. There's none better than the other. I think both are equally good on the mic. Seth Rollins is good on the mic, I guess. And AJ Styles is good on the mic as well. So I'm not going to choose between the two. I'll give a point each to AJ and Seth. Let's move on to matches. Seth Rollins has had matches against Triple H at WrestleMania, Randy Orton at WrestleMania. I guess he cashed in against Brock and Roman at
I'm Roman Reigns.
WrestleMania, that counts as well. He's had matches against Drew McIntyre, Money in the Bank,
Mac and fart.
Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Randy Orton. I said Randy Orton in fact. John Cena, Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. Actually, that was a really good match. And again, he's had matches against the likes of The Fiend and that Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar. So some of these matches have been bad, but he's had some really good matches over the years. And undoubtedly, he's one of the most decorated, if not the most decorated superstar in the WWE. He's won the Money in the Bank, the Royal Rumble. It's elevated him to have some great matches in the main event of shows. So Seth Rollins, definitely he's had some amazing matches, but you cannot count out AJ Styles. He's also had some pretty good matches against the likes of Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, then Drew McIntyre at TLC, The Undertaker at WrestleMania, one of his most notable matches. So yes, he's had some really good matches. But I'm definitely going to give it to Seth Rollins. Yeah, I think without a shadow of a doubt, it goes to Seth Rollins. And lastly, let's move on to in-ring competition. Now, this one might be the most controversial one because I guess you could say if both are the same on mic skill, they should be both the same here. No, it doesn't work like that. And Seth Rollins, he's good in the ring, I guess. He's had some really bad matches like the one against The Fiend. And now that match is starting to irritate me after I said it.
Oh man, you're just ruining it.
It's irritating me. I'm going to make Seth Rollins lose because of that match. And so Seth Rollins, he's had some really bad matches. AJ Styles as well against James Ellsworth. An amazing match that was. So they've had some really bad matches. But they've had great matches. But I am not going to judge it on that. Their in-ring style, the one that's more appealing to me is AJ Styles. I'd rather see AJ Styles in the ring than Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has just a common, style of wrestling. It's just common. Like you'll see it in even like a Cesaro, you'll see it even in like a Sheamus, a Butch. Butch! Who doesn't like Butch? So you'll see it in like anyone. A common guy in NXT, he'll have the same moveset as Seth Rollins. On the other hand, AJ Styles, I think he has a really cool moveset. It's a mix between a high flyer, a cruiser, but a technician. So it's a mix of movesets is what AJ Styles has. I'm going to give in-ring to AJ Styles as well. And it's a draw. Don't click off. You know what? We have a sixth category. That is title reign. A tiebreaker, extra time. So we have a tiebreaker, and that is title reigns. You know what? Title reigns. Let's look at Seth Rollins. I'm not going to look at mid-card titles. I don't care. I don't care about mid-card titles.
Don't care.
Nobody cares about mid-card titles. Let's look at Seth Rollins' WWE title reign. And his first title reign, I think, was really good. It started off with a match against Randy Orton, then a feud with Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns popped in, John Cena, Sting, Kane, and eventually he was forced to relinquish it. He never lost the title. He relinquished it due to a torn ACL or something. He got injured or something at a house show. He broke his leg or something. He tried to do a power bomb type move. The buckle bomb is a cursed move. I think it was the buckle bomb or something. It's a cursed move. Any buckle bomb sort of move is a cursed move. But Seth Rollins, he got injured. He relinquished the belt. Then he won it for like 1 second. And then Dean Ambrose cashed in on him. So 2 title reigns, I guess you could count it as. The first one I think was really good. The second one I have no comment on. Then his Universal title reign. He beat Brock Lesnar. Then he had a feud against like Baron Corbin. Just amazing. Then Brock Lesnar came back and won the belt. Then Seth Rollins won it back at, I think, SummerSlam. Then a feud against The Fiend, and he lost to The Fiend. So, yeah, do what you may with that information. Let's move on to AJ Styles. First title reign, I think, was pretty solid. But I want to talk about the second title reign here. It started off with him beating Jinder. Then they had a rematch. Then we got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles. Then like the 6-pack match at Fastlane. Then we got Shinsuke and Nakamura. Feud with him. And then we got Rusev and Samoa Joe. Now yes, the names may not sound big on paper, but each and every night will be AJ Styles stealing the show with whoever his opponent was. His first title reign was like the Dean Ambrose stuff. He lost it to Dean. That's like all I remember about that. I genuinely don't care about that right now. But the second title reign, it was amazing. He eventually would lose it to John Cena. What an amazing guy. Super Cena coming in and burying amazing talent like AJ Styles. Wow, just amazing. And the Royal Rumble, it was a good match, but it was a good match. So after some quick realization, that was his first title reign loss. He lost his second title reign loss was against Daniel Bryan. It was not against Cena. But anyways, both his title reigns were pretty solid. And Seth Rollins, I'll just compare both their title reigns. I think you could say AJ Styles' second title reign and Seth Rollins' first WWE title reign were equal. I guess you can say that. But I think AJ Styles' first WWE title reign is much better than anything Seth Rollins has carried. His Universal title was absolute garbage. It was bad. It was bad. He feuded with Baron Corbin. That's all you need to know. And his WWE 1 second title reign, no comment on that. So I'm gonna give the point to AJ Styles. And I think AJ Styles currently is the better wrestler than Seth Rollins. But of course, Rollins, he's quite young, so he's going to have a much better future ahead of him. AJ Styles, he's now in the retirement phase. He's going to get zoned out. He was the guy that just never got the opportunity in the WWE. When it came, it lasted, and now it's going to end. So I think Seth Rollins in the future, I think he has a much better future. He'll probably become better than AJ Styles. But currently, I'm going to have to give it to AJ Styles. He's a much better wrestler. That should conclude any debate, if there was any debate. There probably wasn't any debate. But anyways, AJ Styles, he beats Rollins 4-3 in extra time. And that's it for this one.